What if the way you sleep tonight could quietly decide your heart's future? Most people never think twice about their sleeping position, yet doctors and sleep researchers have warned that one common habit may place extra pressure on your heart, reduce healthy circulation, and even increase hidden risks linked to strokes. The frightening part is that millions repeat this mistake every single night without realizing the damage may build slowly over time. But there is one specific sleeping position believed to support better blood flow, reduce strain on vital organs, and help your body recover while you sleep. Almost nobody talks about it publicly anymore today. Your sleeping position does far more than affect comfort or back pain. It may influence circulation, breathing, heart pressure, and even brain health while you sleep. In this video, you'll discover the sleeping habits experts quietly recommend and the dangerous mistakes many people unknowingly make every night. Every night, you follow a routine without even thinking about it. You brush your teeth, turn off the lights, pull the blanket closer, and settle into the same sleeping position you've used for years. It feels harmless, comfortable, familiar, but what if that position is quietly placing stress on your heart while you sleep? Most people believe sleep is the safest part of the day. Your body rests, your mind recovers, and your organs finally get a chance to slow down. But researchers have discovered something unsettling. The position you sleep in may directly affect circulation, breathing patterns, blood pressure, and even the amount of strain placed on your cardiovascular system during the night, and yet hardly anyone talks about it. Millions of people unknowingly sleep in ways that may reduce healthy blood flow or place unnecessary pressure on important arteries. The frightening part is that these effects often happen silently. No warning signs, no pain, no dramatic symptoms. Night after night, the body adapts while hidden stress slowly builds in the background. One of the biggest concerns involves how blood moves through the body while you sleep. During the day, gravity naturally helps circulation because you're upright and moving around. But once you lie down for several hours, everything changes. Your heart works differently. Your breathing shifts. Pressure inside the chest and neck can increase or decrease depending on the angle of your body. That's why experts have spent years studying the connection between sleep posture and cardiovascular health. Some sleeping positions appear to help the heart work more efficiently by improving circulation and reducing pressure on major blood vessels. Others may interfere with breathing, compress certain areas of the body, or place strain on the spine and neck in ways that affect oxygen flow to the brain. And here's where things become controversial. One of the most popular sleeping positions in the world may actually be one of the worst for long-term health. Sleeping flat on your back may seem relaxing, but for some people it can worsen snoring, increase breathing interruptions, and contribute to poor oxygen levels during sleep. This becomes especially dangerous for individuals already dealing with high blood pressure, sleep apnea, obesity, or heart conditions. When breathing repeatedly stops during the night, oxygen levels drop, forcing the heart and brain into repeated stress responses. Over time, that strain may increase the risk of serious cardiovascular problems. But another position has quietly gained attention among health specialists for a completely different reason. Sleeping on your left side is often considered one of the most supportive positions for circulation and heart function. Because of the body's anatomy, this position may help blood flow more naturally through major vessels while reducing pressure on the heart. Some experts also believe it can improve lymphatic drainage and digestion during sleep. What surprises many people is how quickly the body responds to sleep posture changes. Some individuals report reduced nighttime discomfort, easier breathing, and deeper sleep within days of adjusting their position. Others notice less acid reflux, fewer nighttime awakenings, and improved energy in the morning. Still, changing lifelong sleep habits isn't easy. Your body naturally chooses positions based on comfort, old habits, injuries, or even stress levels. That's why many people ignore the issue entirely. They assume sleep posture doesn't matter because they can't immediately feel the effects. But your body feels them. Every hour you sleep is a period of recovery or hidden strain. And since adults spend nearly 1/3 of their lives asleep, small nightly habits can become major long-term influences on health. Tonight, before your head touches the pillow, there's one important question you need to ask yourself. Is your sleeping position helping your heart recover, or quietly working against it? For decades, sleep experts focused mostly on how long people slept, 7 hours, 8 hours, maybe more. But recently, researchers began paying closer attention to something far more unexpected: how people sleep. Not just whether they wake up tired, not whether they snore, but the exact position their body stays in for hours every single night. And the findings surprised even health professionals. Among all sleeping positions, one consistently stood out as potentially beneficial for circulation, heart efficiency, and nighttime recovery: the left side sleeping position. At first, this sounds almost too simple to matter. After all, how could turning slightly to one side affect something as important as the heart? The answer lies in anatomy. Your heart is not perfectly centered in your chest. Major blood vessels also travel through the body in specific directions. When you sleep on your left side, gravity may help support smoother blood flow through the aorta, the body's largest artery responsible for delivering oxygen, rich blood from the heart to the rest of the body. Some specialists believe this position reduces pressure on the heart, allowing it to pump more efficiently during rest. Others point to improvements in circulation and lymphatic drainage, which help the body remove waste products and excess fluids overnight. But the heart isn't the only organ affected. The brain also depends on steady oxygen delivery while you sleep. When sleep posture interferes with breathing, oxygen levels can fluctuate throughout the night without you realizing it. These tiny interruptions may place stress on blood vessels and force the body into repeated emergency responses. That's why side sleeping, especially on the left side, is often recommended for people who snore heavily or experience mild breathing disturbances during sleep. When lying flat on the back, gravity can pull the tongue and soft tissues backward, partially blocking airflow. Breathing becomes harder, oxygen levels may drop. The body reacts by increasing stress hormones and forcing brief awakenings, even if you never remember them in the morning. Imagine your heart dealing with that pressure night after night for years. Now consider this. Many stroke risk factors are connected to circulation problems: high blood pressure, inflammation, and poor oxygen levels during sleep. While no sleeping position can completely prevent strokes, improving nighttime breathing and circulation may reduce unnecessary stress on the cardiovascular system. That's why this conversation is becoming impossible to ignore. Some doctors even advise pregnant women to sleep on their left side because it improves circulation to major organs and supports healthy blood flow. The position reduces pressure on large veins that carry blood back toward the heart. And here's something even more interesting. People who switch to left side sleeping often notice unexpected changes that have nothing to do with the heart at all. Some experience less acid reflux because the stomach sits lower than the esophagus in this position, making it harder for stomach acid to travel upward during sleep. Others report deeper rest, fewer interruptions, and reduced pressure on the lower back. But there's a catch. Simply forcing yourself onto your left side for one night will not magically transform your health. Your body needs consistency. Sleep quality depends on many factors working together: your mattress, pillow height, breathing habits, stress levels, and even room temperature. Still, posture may be one of the easiest changes people can begin improving immediately. And yet, most people never think about it. They spend years focusing on supplements, expensive diets, or complicated routines, while ignoring the position they remain in for nearly 8 hours every night. The truth is, your body keeps working while you sleep. Your heart keeps pumping. Your brain keeps regulating oxygen. Your blood keeps moving through thousands of vessels. The question is whether your sleeping position is helping those systems recover efficiently, or making them struggle in silence until the damage slowly becomes visible years later. There's one reason this topic has become so controversial online. Many people are discovering that the sleeping position they've trusted for years may actually be working against their health. And for some viewers, what you're about to hear may feel impossible to believe. Sleeping on your stomach, one of the most common positions in the world, is increasingly being criticized by sleep specialists and health experts for the amount of strain it can place on the body during the night. At first, stomach sleeping feels comfortable to many people because it creates a sense of pressure and support. Some say it helps them fall asleep faster. Others claim it reduces snoring temporarily. But beneath that comfort, the body may be experiencing a completely different story. To breathe while lying on your stomach, your neck must remain twisted to one side for hours. That unnatural rotation can place stress on muscles, joints, nerves, and blood vessels around the neck and upper spine. Over time, poor neck alignment may affect circulation and increase tension throughout the body. And the problems don't stop there. Stomach sleeping also pushes the chest downward into the mattress, which may limit natural breathing patterns. Instead of allowing the lungs to expand freely, the body sometimes compensates with shallower breathing throughout the night. Reduced oxygen efficiency forces the cardiovascular system to work harder while you sleep. Most people never notice it happening. They wake up believing they slept well simply because they stayed asleep. But quality sleep and unconscious sleep are not always the same thing. A person can remain asleep for 8 hours and still experience poor oxygen flow, repeated tension responses, and interrupted recovery cycles. This is where the danger becomes silent. Researchers studying sleep quality have repeatedly connected poor nighttime breathing with higher stress hormone levels, elevated blood pressure, and increased cardiovascular strain. The body interprets restricted breathing as a threat even during sleep. As a result, the nervous system stays partially activated instead of entering full recovery mode. Imagine driving a car all night with the engine quietly overheating while nobody notices the warning signs. That's how hidden sleep stress may affect the body over time. Another major issue involves the spine itself. Stomach sleeping often forces the lower back into an exaggerated arch. This position may compress nerves and create tension that spreads into the hips, shoulders, and neck. Chronic inflammation and poor posture are not just pain problems. They may also affect circulation and overall recovery. And then there's the brain. Experts now believe sleep quality plays a powerful role in how the brain clears waste products during the night. Deep sleep allows important cleaning processes to occur inside the brain, helping remove toxins and support healthy neurological function. But when breathing becomes restricted or sleep cycles are repeatedly disturbed, those recovery systems may not work as efficiently. That's why some sleep researchers are beginning to view nighttime breathing problems as a much larger health issue than people once believed. The frightening part is how normal these bad habits have become. People spend decades sleeping in positions that strain the neck, reduce airflow, or increase pressure on sensitive areas of the body without ever connecting those habits to their fatigue, headaches, poor circulation, or rising blood pressure. And because the damage develops slowly, few people suspect their sleeping position could be involved. Of course, No single position guarantees disease or perfect health. Human bodies are complex. Age, weight, medical conditions, stress, and genetics all matter. But experts increasingly agree on one thing: sleep posture is far more important than most people realize. The position your body stays in for 7 or 8 uninterrupted hours every night may either support recovery or quietly create stress your organs must fight against until the consequences finally appear years later. By now, one thing has become painfully clear: sleep is not just rest. It is recovery, repair, and survival happening silently inside your body every single night. Your heart never stops working. Your brain never completely powers down. Blood continues moving through thousands of vessels while your body fights inflammation, repairs cells, balances hormones, and restores energy for the next day. And the position you sleep in may influence all of it more than you ever imagined. The good news is that small adjustments can sometimes create surprisingly powerful results. Many sleep specialists recommend training the body to sleep on the left side, gradually, instead of forcing an uncomfortable overnight change. The body resists sudden disruption, especially if you've slept the same way for years. But slow adjustments often work better because the brain begins associating the new position with comfort and safety over time. One of the easiest methods involves using pillows strategically. Placing a pillow behind your back can help prevent rolling onto your stomach or flat onto your back during the night. Another pillow between the knees may reduce pressure on the hips and lower spine, making side sleeping far more comfortable for long periods. Even pillow height matters more than most people realize. If the pillow is too high, the neck bends unnaturally, creating tension and reducing alignment. Too low, and the head drops downward, potentially affecting airflow and circulation. Proper support keeps the spine neutral and allows the chest and neck to remain more relaxed throughout the night. But posture is only one piece of the puzzle. Breathing quality during sleep may be just as important as sleep position itself. Many people suffer from mild breathing interruptions without ever realizing it. Loud snoring, waking up exhausted, dry mouth in the morning, frequent nighttime urination, or sudden waking sensations may all signal poor nighttime oxygen flow. And this matters because the relationship between breathing and cardiovascular health is deeply connected. When oxygen drops repeatedly during sleep, the body releases stress hormones that can raise blood pressure and increase strain on the heart. Over time, chronic sleep disruption may contribute to fatigue, inflammation, poor concentration, and higher cardiovascular risk. That's why improving sleep quality is not about comfort alone. It may be one of the most overlooked forms of prevention available to people today. Yet most individuals never examine their sleep habits until health problems appear. They ignore warning signs for years because the damage develops slowly. A little more fatigue, slightly higher blood pressure, morning headaches, brain fog, poor recovery. These symptoms are often dismissed as aging or stress, while the real problem continues silently every night. The frightening truth is that modern life already places enormous pressure on the body. Processed food, stress, lack of movement, poor sleep schedules, and constant screen exposure all contribute to physical strain. A harmful sleeping position may become one more invisible burden the body carries for decades. But tonight, you have the opportunity to change something simple. Before you fall asleep, pay attention to how your body rests. Notice your breathing. Notice whether your neck feels twisted or compressed. Notice whether you wake up refreshed or exhausted despite spending enough time in bed. Because prevention rarely looks dramatic in the beginning. Sometimes it looks like a small decision repeated consistently over years. A different pillow, a new sleeping position, better breathing, deeper recovery. These changes may seem insignificant for one night, But over thousands of nights, they can shape the future of your heart, your brain, and your overall health far more than most people ever realize. And the most shocking part, the body often gives quiet warnings long before serious problems appear. The question is whether you'll finally start listening tonight.